Right guys, welcome back to the African Outdoorsman. We're fishing Cilliers here at the Vaaldam today, and very deep part of the Vaaldam. It's not this usual shallow 1.5, 1 meter, and I started off the morning with a 65 meter and a 95. I got a bite on the 95, but there's a lot of stones here, and I decided to just come a bit closer with the rods. I've also made on a special mix with my feed. I've got that new maggot meal that I've mixed into my feed, so you can have a look at that, try it out sometime. There's also a maggot smoothie which I'm making a dough with, and I'll be fishing that today as well. So I hope that today is going to be an awesome day. I know it's winter and fishing can be tough, so a lot of guys are coming out here and struggling in the winter, but I'll try and give you some tips as I go along. Hopefully if the fish is biting, we can have a good session. So I've been fishing the easy balls. This is the pink sweet one. I love it very much for Vaaldam. And then I want to show you the ridiculousness that's happening with my hook bait at the moment. So I've got two floaties, the caramel backing, and a sweet white dough. And the absolute best part about these easy balls is when you can just squeeze your dip into the hole and kind of fill it up with the dip. I know a lot of guys are saying that, you know, when you catch yellows, move away from the dip. I've tried everything today. I'm off the dip, back on the dip. It doesn't matter. So let's try and see what's happening. It's quite windy out here. I think it's blowing at about 25 to 9. I just want you to see what the background looks like. So quite a bit of rocks out here. Here's my cameraman sitting. I think it's a very nice piece of water. Absolutely worth it. It must be wonderful to fish here in summer. Right guys, so it's 3 hours in, and I've just been catching yellows. So I've decided to lengthen my bait a bit. So you can see on the ball there I've got a millie with a longer bait at the back, which is the dough that we use. And then on the bottom hook I've got the bandlick, which is also with a longer. I'm trying to see if I can't pick up a carp. So the previous one I picked up a carp and a yellowfish together. The distances are still 65 and about 85, 90 around there where I'm getting the fish. And I'm watching the bank. It looks like everybody's catching yellows, so there's not much we can do. But then also, I mean, it is a day before the cold front pulls into Johannesburg. So if you're doing winter fishing, my suggestion is always watch the weather. You always want constant weather, so if it's 9 and 21 on a Monday, you want that same range by Saturday when you go fishing. Or if you see a cold front coming, fish before the cold front or fish after the cold front, because that's usually when the fish will be more active. They are very active today. The bite tempo is anything from 3 to 16 minutes, but like I say, I don't think the carp are getting a chance to come in because the yellows are just overly active. And I think everybody is having a lovely day out here today. Definitely come back to this place, it is awesome. As you can see, in the spirit of trying everything, I've switched to double floats. So I've got this easy ball smoothie, which is maggots, crushed maggots made into a, you'll see it's quite thick. Let's see if I can get some of it out there. So the reason I'm throwing this is I want those muddies to start biting, and I've been fishing the 65 since this morning, so let's hope that the smell of the maggots and all that can bring them in if the water gets a bit warmer. Alright guys, we're sitting in the last 2 hours of the day. Yes, you can see everyone is just sitting, there's nothing coming out. There's two guys there. They've been busy since this morning, and but unfortunately for us it's not that busy. So I've got both long rods out. Let's have a look. Check it out. Alright, that's the line I'm using. That's the spools, and the reels I've got is the XT 10,000 RPs. Really nice. And this rods, for those of you that don't know, is my old razors, which I've just modified and customed it a little bit, so you can see they look a bit different. But yeah, I've gone with M2 weights, and I've casted them as far as I could because there's nothing happening in the front here. You can see my one rod is laying quite long. Got 109, and this one I just casted now. That's on 6 minutes, and that's always the question in winter: is how long do we leave our rods in? In winter, you don't know. It could be like this morning, we had action, so everything was happening in the 6 minute, 10 minute, 20 minute mark, and then all of a sudden things just died down here. And I think a good gauge for you is to watch like how much action the other guys are getting. If they're busier than you, you need to see what distance they're casting and try and match the distance. But for now, it seems like nothing's happening. Got that policeman on the right hand side there that's been dropping, but I'm not sure why. So let's see what we can do in these last couple of hours. Maybe we can make something happen, some magic. guys, so there you have it. That's a wrap. Very difficult day. The guys on the end peg definitely did much better. Got quite a few big carp. Unfortunately, I just ended with a couple of grasses, a couple of carp, and a couple of yellows that counted. They had to be over 300 millimeters to count, so those were about slightly over. But yeah, it was an awesome day for winter fishing. I think it's my last one for this winter. We'll start in spring again in the summer. Alright guys, that's it. All in a day's work. The winners got 31 fish and 19 fish. But amongst the seniors, at least I got a third place. Thanks for watching.